Hey, I want to take a little time today to show everyone my latest acquisition here, my newest purchase. Now, I have had this actually on layaway for quite a long time, pretty much since the beginning of the pandemic. But I was just recently able to pick it up, and the only reason I was able to recently pick it up is because I found out we did get a stimulus check this year. I just didn't get any of it. And then a $700 payment came through on our checking account the other day for Botox. So I'm like, I think I'm justified in going and picking up my layaways now. So I did. I went down and picked up two guns I had on layaway, and today I want to show you the first of them. This is my new Walther. And what Walther is it, you might ask? Well, it is the Walther Q4 steel frame. Now, before we take a closer look at the gun itself, let's actually look at what comes in the box. Now, of course, there's the gun itself. That's in the box. It comes with 2 magazines. It has one of those little loader thingies that I never use. And it has, let's see, what is this here? This looks like these are little tools to take off the plate right here to actually add a red dot sight if you choose to do so. And of course, there's that lock that everyone just throws away. So now that we looked at what's in here, let's actually take a closer look at the gun itself. All right, now the first thing you might say to yourself when you see this gun out of the box here is it looks very much like a Walther PPQ. You know, Walthers have a very specific look to them. And it is very much like a Walther PPQ with one big exception. It has an all steel frame. This is a very solid, heavy-duty gun. I don't like polymer, so I was very much looking forward to the guns with the steel frames when Walther first announced they were going to do these. Just really like the feel of these, the look of these, etc. Now, when we look at some of the features and the specifics of the gun, it is very much just like any other semi-automatic striker-fired gun, except that it is much more solid and heavier. It's 9mm, like most of them are. It's a double-stack magazine. It's cut for an RMR or a red dot here. It has adjustable rear sights, has replaceable front sights, has a rail up at the front here. It's just a very basic striker-fired 9mm gun. And by basic, I mean the features are just, what you would normally expect. The Walther guns have amazing triggers. That's one thing that's really nice about the Walthers is the amazing trigger on them. So with this gun, you get that gun that has that kind of, modern polymer look to it, but still has that amazing trigger that Walther is known for, but combines it, like I said, with a heavier all-steel frame. So you get a gun that would be excellent if you don't like a lot of recoil, you want to be very accurate, etc. Now, one thing I did mention before that it is cut for an RMR or a red dot. Now, I do have one issue with it, and that is the sight is part of the plate. So if you take the sight plate off and put an RMR on, you don't have a rear sight for co-witness. But I think this gun is more designed for people who are target shooting than anything else, so co-witness wouldn't be as important then. But if I was going to carry this gun with a red dot on it, I would have to get one that had an integrated rear sight and then put a to-height sight on the front here, a suppressor height sight, so that I could co-witness for this gun before I would carry it with a red dot. Now, like I said, the gun does have that awesome Walther PPQ style trigger on it, so it's a really easy shooting gun, and it does have the front accessory rail if you want to add some things to it. So it is a really practical gun, other than the weight and the fact that if you want to put an RMR on it, you're going to have to do a little extra work to get a co-witness. Now, one thing I am going to add about this gun is since it is an all steel frame and it has quite a bit of frame up here in the front above where your grip is, in front of your grip, it is a little front end heavy. In fact, during a live chat last night when I was trying to demonstrate to everyone how when you loosen your grip, it naturally wants to fall forward. It flipped forward out of my hand and I dropped it on the ground live on a video chat. So it is a little front end heavy. Now, when you load it, that takes away a little bit of that. It makes it a little bit less unbalanced, but it's still just a little bit front heavy. So I was like, I know what I can do about that, because one of the reasons I wanted to buy this gun is because I saw some special grips from LOK, and I actually ordered them and got them before I actually got the gun, and I'm going to put them on there today. I want to show you what they are. These are the grips right here. This is one side, and then there has another side that looks just like them, of course. But as you can see, these are solid brass. They have a pattern on them here, and they have the Cobra logo here from G.I. Joe. I always like to be the bad guy if I'm a character from a movie or a TV show. As you can see, the brass looks really good on the dart gun there. I'll put them on here in a second. But I wanted to get these because, one, they're so freaking cool to have solid brass grips. Now, solid brass grips, like I said, might sound silly to some people considering these weigh over 5 ounces. But on a top-end heavy gun like this little extra weight on the grip is going to make it balance a little better. And since this gun is already really heavy and more for the range or sport shooting, etc., I don't think it's going to make much of a difference. So let's get these put on there and see how they look. One good thing about this being a solid metal frame and not just a polymer frame is the grips are actually removable here. I might want to cut the sound on the video now so that people don't hear me getting winded from unscrewing grips. Well, the inside is solid, so you can't reach up through there and push them out like you can with some grips because it's got a solid grip frame here. So I'm going to have to pry them off. See how easy they come. Now, they say nothing worthwhile comes easy, and that's pretty much the story of everything that comes with me, too. It's not easy. How the fuck do you get these off here? Oh, okay. You just slide them back. You don't actually have to pry them off. You just slide them back. Now let's put the other ones on. Now, one thing I am a tiny bit disappointed about is it didn't come with brass screws, but then I started thinking, well, that might be too much. It might be nice to have a little black in there just to make it look good. You know, you always want a little black in you, or in there, not in you. Considering it is a black gun, you want a little black on the grips. Let's just put it that way. All right, one thing when you're installing grips like this, don't forget to put the little pegs in there, you know, the ones that go in those little holes in the grips. A lot of people forget to do this, and their grips aren't as stable as they should be. Now, if you ever lose one of these, remember, what you can do is find yourself a drill bit that actually fits in the hole right here, put the flat end of the drill bit in there and cut it off and use it as a little peg. All right, they're on there. Okay, yeah, you can really feel a difference now. When I loosen my grip, it doesn't want to go somersaulting out of my hand, so that's actually a good thing. Now, the gun is heavy. You're not going to find this to be a light gun, but it feels awesome now. In fact, with the grips on it, I think it's weighing in now at about 3 pounds. So not a light gun, but look at that. That looks awesome. Not only does it feel better in my hand now, but those solid brass grips are amazing looking. I would carry this. I mean, I know it's heavy, but a good holster, good belt, you would never even notice it because it's fairly small. And 3 pounds really isn't that heavy. But look at that. How would that look if you were open carrying it at a gun rally, etc.? Just looks awesome. So I can't wait to get this gun to the range. Should have it to the range tomorrow, along with some other guns I need to test. But like I said, can't wait to shoot it. Can't wait to see how well it balances now, because not only is it now a really solid, well-made gun that balances very nicely in my hand, it also looks badass. So I can't wait to get some rounds through it. All right, what the fuck was that? God damn it. Fuck with my lights. All right, turn the lights off. Oh, it's you motherfucking werewolves. God damn fuckers. You're not fooling anybody. If I catch you, you're going to regret it. All right, here we are. Walther, where the fuck you go? Hey, this is the Yankee Marshal, just reminding everyone out there that if you disagree with anything I say in any one of my videos, be it something political or tactical, I am going to give you the opportunity to come talk to me face to face instead of just having to put stuff in comment sections where someone might not even read them. You can come in one of my live chats and tell me off in person. You just have to send an email to shootingleftofcenter@gmail.com, and in the subject line of that video put slap the yank, and then I will get back with you and set up a time where you can come in one of the live chats and tell me off face to face.